Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Claudia and thank you for watching. For April's theme is Daisies. But first let's go flip through March filled in. March was my favorite theme. I done a tutorial from the cover page, Plant Monstera. If you haven't watched it, please go and watch if you want to follow the tutorial how I painted the Monstera plant. And I just love this theme. I love how I end up to. So let's get started with April. So I got inspired to do daisies. I saw Journal Away doing a tutorial of daisies painting that she did. And then I did for a commission project as well, of a journal. One of the covers for April, I did daisies as well. So I thought it was time. It was time for me to paint daisies, and I know it's April, and I know it's Easter and everything, etc. But I think daisies is always, for me, daisies represent more April itself. I just painted through over this green paper from Canson, and just added in white gouache from Wiesn and Newton, and then I use Auburn gouache as well, and for the details I just added in some very light gray for the petals to give a little bit of shadow, and even for the middle, for the core of the petal, for the yellow bit, just add a little bit of brownish yellow or darker yellow, just to give a little bit of that kind of sense of the pollen. And for the title I use as well gouache. Skaya is always around, and I just add in some very light green color to pop up a little bit of the title, which I think it works really well. And then for the quote, I use Ephesians chapter 2, verses 19 to 22. And it's mostly about build a foundation, and from the foundation of God. And I think it's really strong, it's really powerful message. And I think it represents really well for April as well. At least for me. And then I just glue in both cover page and quote. And normally I use normal glue, glue stick, to glue all these pages, only because I think it works. It holds it well, and sometimes for smaller bits of paper that I need to glue in, I do use a roll tape, double tape, so and it works as well. But for big pages I just prefer to use the glue stick. And then I just added a little bit of daisies for the calendar and for the my self-care page. So yeah, I created a new page, a self-care, mostly a reminder like how actually we should care about our body, and I think it helps with our mental health as well. And then I just glue them in, and for the title I use the double brush pen calligraph Archer in Olive. I think it's a light gray color. Some pens don't have the title, they don't have like a label for what color it is, and so yeah, it's kind of a light gray, and I think it works really well. And I didn't want to use again green because I already used for March, so I think it works well with the theme. And that's it. For the weekly, I did again the same as I did for March. So I cut in the tabs, then I added a little extra paper, so where I added my paintings with the daisies in this case, and then I painted the titles as well with gouache. Because I did the title, I could have got here and done it with like a gel roll white pen, and but then I decided to, at the time, because I had the gouache ready, I was like, well, I might just use it and do the titles with gouache. But then there was one page on the content planner which I actually use just normal white pen, and it doesn't look bad, to be honest. It just doesn't have the shadow. Even though the white have a good coverage, I do add a second layer for the petals for the white, because to pop up a little bit more. And then I just glue them in, and for the tabs I just painted them with the brush pens. I think they work well. I didn't want to do it again with washi tape, so I think it looked nice. And I used those colors, those two colors, this kind of yellowish color with the gray. And that's it. There's the final result of the weekly page. And then for the content page, because I haven't made a decision here, so I decided to do last minute to add in another bit of paper on the side, and then I painted the daisies with acrylograph pens and gel roll pens as well. And then Kaya decided to come in and again say hi. And I think it worked really well, to be honest. It's not too off theme, the colors, so yeah. Then Kaya decided to, come around and lay down on top of the table, lay down on top of everything. She always does that. And that's it. I haven't done anything else for this page. And for the mood tracker, I draw with a fine liner the daisies, and I think I'm just gonna paint the petals. Might paint the middle, the core of the flower, but I'm not too sure. But as a tracker, I'll just paint the petals. And then how we track it, I've done as I do any other. Memory page was really simple. Unfortunately, I don't have the recording of the painting because my phone died at that point. And I just want to continue painting, so I finished. And for the weight tracker, I did it a little bit different, so I made actually a table. I'm gonna write my weight and my waist size. And that's it. Let's go through a flip through, final flip through with every page that I've done. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. If you watch until now, just leave a comment with a daisy or with a flower, so I know you watch until the end. And that's it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.